exchange for information on Marty Rathbun, what were they prepared to offer you specifically?
They offered to cut my, quote, freeloader's debt.
And what is that?
That's something I forgot to mention, too. In addition to being declared, losing my wife, and being kicked out of the church, forever, I was handed a freeloader's bill of $82,000, meaning for the privilege of giving them 20 years of my life till I was 46. So from when I was 26 to 46, not counting the 5 years before that I worked for a mission in an org, for the privilege of giving them all that, staying up endless nights and days, having Miscavige take my unborn child, going without pay for weeks on end, getting thrown in the lake at night in the dirty, mucky water, having to eat beans and rice for weeks and weeks and weeks, having to take part and be the focus and target of group interrogations and group confessionals. All of these things and more were only going to cost me $82,000. So that's what the church claims I owe them for training that I received. Now, I've heard that in California it's a crime to actually charge an employee for training received while they were an employee. It's against the law. So for that reason, I haven't been able to, they usually are pretty tight-fisted on actually putting anything in writing. You're just told this is what you, try to keep it verbal. This is what you owe. But in my case, I finally got them to give me something on paper. So I have that document, and it's $82,000. So they offered to take that down to $14,000 if I would sort of play ball with them. And I said, I get it. Well, I'll have to think that over. You need to, tell me what it is exactly. And so they said, yeah, well, we can probably do $14,000. And I said, okay, well, I have to think about this. So, of course, there's no way I'm going to pay them even a penny for anything. So I told them that. Then the next time I saw them, which was I went to go visit some friends up in San Francisco. When I came back on Friday, I showed them. It was like 3 days later. I said, I'm not a freeloader. That's not what a freeloader is. I gave you 20 years.
You were recently contacted by church officials and offered a deal in return for information about another formerly high-ranking Scientologist. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, that's right. It was back around, I guess, February, March. I was invited to go, at my own expense, to go out to L.A. Because apparently it was going to be easy to get your declare canceled. And a friend of mine told me about it, and her freeloader debt had been reduced from like $120,000 to $3,000, and it was kind of like a get out of jail free card. Well, it potentially was, and I was willing to at least go hear what they had to say, because I thought, well, it might help me to kind of get back on my feet, financially and so forth, if I could not have to be restricted to only being able to speak to either, Scientologists who have left the base like myself and been declared, or, there's old friends I would be able to reconnect with, and some were very good friends of mine. So I thought, okay, I'll go out and see what they have to say. Well, I wasn't expecting an interrogation, and that was exactly what I got. There were 3 people on the other side of the table, Tom Davis, Jessica Feshbach, and Kirsten, forget her last name.
And what are their roles with the church, as you understand it?
Kirsten works in, she works in the Office of Special Affairs, and she is sort of she handles, I guess, people that are hostile to Scientology. Then Tommy Davis, he is somebody who I never even met, really, the whole time I was at International Management, because he was way below us. His job was to, be the PR contact of for celebrities at Celebrity Center, which is just basically a regular, it's an organization that delivers training and processing. It's not part of int management at all. So he's the son of a celebrity, so that was a natural place for him because he was, he's used to dealing with celebrities and so forth. So that's what he did. Well, he was there. Now he's sort of taken over Mike Render's shoes since Mike Render left the church after being beaten too many times, I guess. And and then Jessica Feshbach was there too, and she's sort of another little, I don't know, I guess I'd kind of think of her as another little sort of guard dog, or, along with Tom Davis, and she's just there to, I don't know, give extra teeth or something like that. And so the three of them begin to try to interrogate me about, well, have you been contacted by Mark Headley? Have you been contacted by Marty Rathbun? Because, whoa, Marty, And I said, well, I did contact Marty after I heard that he had surfaced, and because I thought he was dead, that was the word. And they said, well, okay, well, did he send you any emails? Can we get a copy of those emails? How can we get a copy? Can you call back to your girlfriend and have her, who's now my wife, but can you have her send, maybe go through your emails and send out, any emails that he may have sent? I said, no, I'm not having her do that. That's none of your business anyway. And but it was pretty aggressive, and they wanted to basically know, well, you have to tell us about any conspiracies that have been going on. And I said, I don't know about any conspiracies. And I just came out to hear what you guys have to say. And so they said, oh, okay, well, we're not trying to interrogate you. This is not what this is about. Oh no, we wouldn't do that.